Two-time MVP.
Woo! It says a whole lot of nothing.
Like that?
It don't say nothing, y'all.
What you mean?
Here's why, big dog. Marcellus Wiley, what we know in life, if we were to flip a coin in the air, right, and it were to land on heads.
Yes.
Like, okay, the first time. And if it were to land on heads the second time, that does not mean that it is going to land on heads the next 100 or 98 times.
Probability.
Because things is going to balance out.
Okay.
I'm not going to jump to any conclusion
you don't want to jump.
off a two-game sample size.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great. The Bucks beat the Atlanta Hawks in 2 games without Giannis. Mind you, they did it with Trae Young hurt for one of the games and hobbled for the other game. It doesn't mean anything, y'all. Let's not jump off a diving board to these conclusions. Now, we got to learn from our mistakes, Sel.
What do you mean our? You mean yours?
No, actually, it's yours. I was trying
yet.
to be kind. I was trying to be kind. It's really Marcellus's mistake,
Projection.
but I was trying to be kind.
Okay.
Remember when the Los Angeles Clippers, Clip City, Chip City, baby. Remember when they beat the Jazz 2 games without Kawhi? Oh, my God. Maybe this team is just as good without Kawhi, they said. Oh, my God. Maybe Terrence Mann should be inserted into the starting lineup, they said. Terrence Mann dropped 39, Game 6, closeout game, moves the Clippers to the conference finals for the first time in their organizational history. Terrence Mann had 8 points the next game, y'all. Brook Lopez drops 33 points in Game 5 against the Hawks. The Bucks win. Brook Lopez had 13 points the next game, y'all. Everybody chill. Success without Giannis means nothing right now because it's short-lived. It is a 2-game sample size. I'm not going to bet on heads if we flip a coin and it hits heads the first 2 times. I'm not going to bet my life savings that it's going to be heads the next time. And I'm not going to assume that winning 2 games against a injury-riddled Hawks team means anything without Giannis. Don't mean a thing.
I think it means a ton, and I think you're trying to minimize the impact because of your rooting interest for Giannis. And I understand why. You guys are from the same area, country.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You go somewhere, like you guys are connected. And that is blinding your vision and being objective right now. Now, it's on me to just come up here with the facts and let you stay over there with the feelings. This is a serious conversation we're about to have, despite all the laughter we'll have in between. The Bucks' success without Giannis is now flipping the logical equation that we used to ask about this same Bucks team. We used to ask, does Giannis have enough help to be a championship contender? Like a true championship contender. Not just in the conference finals, not just coming up short, truly win it all. Does Giannis have enough help? Flip that now. We've answered that. Oh, Giannis has enough help. Is Giannis enough? Think about the pressure, how that switches to, Giannis, you come back. This team won without you. You like they look? Hey, put him on camera. He over here giving me those love Jones. Get that love. I got 1 point. Ding, 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 ding. Now, if Giannis comes back, they fall short. No matter what the reasons, Giannis will be a part of that conversation of failure, probably higher than he should be. So that's why their success without him means a lot. Let's talk about who this team is with him and what this team looks like without him. Here's a full screen for you, big dog. Yeah, I'm going back to my full screen days. You know, when I had them long weekends. Full screen king, dog. Let's get this. Is this your MVP? Everybody out there, check out the points per game with Giannis and without Giannis. Okay, that's an improvement, and that's a drastic improvement. Now, Acho scratching his head. Field goal percentage. Wait a minute, we shoot better without Giannis? 3-point percentage. Oh, we know that because Giannis can't shoot 3. Oh, my God, what is going on? Even at the free throw line, when guys are in their still minds and in peace, you're giving me some bonus opportunities to score the basket. Even without Giannis there, there's still a positive impact in terms of team building without Giannis. Why does this all matter? Because when they bring it all together, will it fit as perfectly as it fits without Giannis? Because right now, I have line after line that shows when he goes away, they maximize their efforts. They come together and glue as a collective. When he's there, maybe it's some deference, maybe it's out of reverence, but they just don't play up to the same standard.
Feel that. Maybe it's some deference. Maybe it's out of reverence.
You like that?
My dog been rapping this weekend. I hear you, Sel. No,
Yes.
It means nothing. And here's the thing. I got to call y'all out, America, and I got to call you out, Sel. I got to call out my dog Stack. Got to call out my guy Perks. Because if y'all was watching ball last year, doing your homework like we all should have been, we knew Middleton could get buckets.
Okay.
Miami Heat, Milwaukee Bucks.
Okay.
It was game 4 last year. Giannis gets hurt. Chris Middleton goes for 38 points, if I'm not mistaken, 36 points, 12 of 28, and leads the Bucks to a victory over the Heat in game 4. I believe that was their one victory of the series. We knew Middleton could do this. The problem was Middleton in all his glory is still limited throughout the course of a game to really make the kind of impact that Giannis could make. So seeing Chris Middleton have success is not shocking. At least not to me. Everybody's like, we knew Middleton was the Batman. He's not. Middleton has always been this same dude. Middleton is a great anchor leg. We're already hijacking tracks.
Oh, here you go.
Middleton is a great
Talk to me.
finisher.
Talk to me.
But anchor legs, finishers have different attributes than an opener. Finishers, anchor legs have different attributes than the individual who has to run on a curve.
Facts.
What are you built to do?
Facts.
Yes, Middleton can drop 20 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Giannis can drop 20 in the first quarter. Giannis can drop 20 in the second quarter. Giannis can drop 20 in the third quarter. Now, come to fourth quarter, when a team is going to exhaust the clip and use all their fouls, knowing now at what point they can foul out and foul Giannis, he's probably not likely to drop 20. But the success you have without Giannis, it don't mean nothing because, again, I'm not banking on Brook Lopez to drop 33 points in game 1 of the NBA Finals, like I wasn't banking on Terrence Mann to drop 39 points in game 1 of the Western Conference Finals against the Suns. Terrence Mann reverted back to who he is, a really good basketball player and an elite defender, but he's not a dude who's finna drop 40 in a game-closing match. Otherwise, where was that in game 6 of the Western Conference Finals against the Suns? That's not who he is.
Right.
So, I'm with you, Sel, in that, yes, the Bucks players are now performing above their norm.
Right.
Kudos to them for that. But I don't think that's on Giannis. I've said this before. When you're not here, big dog, unfortunate, those days that you're not, I got to do more.
Gotta do
it doesn't
it.
necessarily mean I'm any better. It's just now I have to do more. Therefore, I have to be more taxed and I have to talk more and make more points.
Yeah.
I'm still the same dude. I'm just tasked with doing more. So Middleton, Portis, P.J. Tucker, Lopez, Connaughton, all them dudes is the same dudes. Of course they're going to have bigger numbers and have greater numbers because Giannis ain't around. But it doesn't mean that they're better without big dog Giannis.
I'm not going to come up here and say they're better without Giannis, but there is a formula. As you know, getting to the mountaintop in anything, any endeavor, there are many trails up that mountain. You like to hike. You like to go to run your canyon. Now, notice every time you go to run your canyon, you take a lot more selfies than the average Joe. You don't sweat as much because you're up there for other reasons. And I know those reasons. On a smooth paved road, that's what you like to do. But me, I'm an adventurer. I'm the one that lost 40 pounds in 3 days. I'm the one that came up here and said, let's go get this. So you won't see me on that smooth paved road taking selfies. You know what you'll see me doing? In them dirty, dusty trails, fighting off snakes and bushes, thorns everywhere. I'm just trying to get there. But I'll see you at the top, brother. Sometimes you got to take a different path, but you could get to the same place. That's what team building's about, team dynamics. Sometimes when you lose that big dog, everybody else that was a medium dog said, oh, I got big dog in me. I just wasn't barking and biting as much as I could because I respected this ain't my yard. This is Giannis's team. He opted into this team, signed the extension, everything. So you know how it goes. When you walk into a room and it's supposed to be somebody else's room, your first action is not to overstep bounds. You're trying to say, what's the space allowed for me? Middleton is not, stop giving me Terrence Mann examples. When Middleton gives you 23 points in one quarter, and then he gives you 20 points in another quarter, 2 different games, both on the road, we don't see that out of Terrence Mann. Middleton is a dude.
For sure.
He's Batman, Robin, Slash, wherever you want to put him, but he's a dude. When you see Drew Holiday all of a sudden 27, 9, and 9, Drew Holiday the last 2 games out there 26, 8, and 11, that means it's in him. But why isn't it activated? Because Giannis is in the building. When Giannis is gone, they're going to take a different path, maybe to the same end game.
Here's the kicker then. I either need the other Avengers that aren't the leads to keep that same energy, Drew Holiday, Brook Lopez, Portis, Middleton, or I need the coach, I need Bud to do his job. Why do I say this? Because you know the team I have the affinity to. You better get that fly on the desk. You know the team I have the affinity to, the Lakers.
Yeah, that's your
Sal,
squad.
remember when AD was hurt and when LeBron was hurt? Yo, I was licking my chops, America, because THT, balling. Trez, balling. Kuzma even, balling. KCP, balling. Caruso was balling. I was like, yo, all these dudes are getting that much more repetitions. They out here balling without LeBron, balling without AD. It's amazing. Now when LeBron and AD come back, you add the talent that they already have, plus LeBron and AD and the growth of all these other dudes, gonna be amazing. Then LeBron came back, and them dudes stopped balling. AD came back, limited, and them dudes stopped balling. I'm like, wait, if we could have had great Kuzma plus LeBron, great THT plus LeBron, great Trez plus LeBron, Lakers would have been unstoppable. But the fact of the matter is, we never saw that. So my point being is, I'm going to put some of this on Drew Holiday. Didn't nobody tell you you can't score 27 points when Giannis is out there? Because you was taking shots. You was taking shots against the Nets. I synced them. You were, 1 for 9 from 3? I synced it in some games. Nobody told you you had to miss when Giannis is on the court. You can still be productive. So I'm not going to blame Giannis for the deficiencies of the other players. Yes, you have to revere that who is greater than you, but you still allowed to ball.
Oh, don't do that. People always tell you where to fit in. And it's up to you to either accept that based on all the issues that go with that, or it's up to you to buck that. Now, let me talk about him bucking the situation with Giannis. As you know, in any team dynamic, most communication is nonverbal. That means I ain't got to say nothing. You already know.
Yes, sir.
So, Acho, even with you and I, we go back and forth. We play this tug of war. We do our little jockey. You go, I go, I go. We don't say, my turn. We don't go, hey, Acho, I got nothing to say. You just look at me, I look at you. We know what it is. Same thing in this team dynamic. Think about it. When you were in school, you show up to school, you're a month in, and now you got that teacher, that English teacher that you know right now you don't like, but you're going to love one day because she was hard on you. And she misses school. And you walk in, you say, ooh, we got a substitute today? And all of a sudden, what do? You open up in personality. All of a sudden, Acho, the class clown. All of a sudden, Acho got these jokes. He passing them. You know why? Because forget rewriting the rules. I don't even know today if there are rules. If you're a coach, if you're looking at Drew Holiday, you're looking at Middleton, say, dog, we ain't rewriting the rules. There are no rules. Go get buckets. When Giannis is there, that's the old English teacher that you're like, I respect you, but I don't like it because you are making me suppress what I can do fully. That's how, when I was a backup, I felt the same way. I was like, I'm going to go my hardest. I'm going to do my best. But I never could tell somebody, I'm better than him. I'm better than him. You can't assert yourself fully when you're not the man. It's just a dynamic.
Let's have this nuanced conversation. Again, we ain't got no host. Y'all get one of the greatest shows, hopefully, because me and Sel both played the game and got the experience. Realistically, I'm actually going to blame it on the others. And here's why, because I've been in this position, you've been in a position. When you know you don't have to be the big dog, you can just kind of chill. Let me give it in an experience that you, the viewer, can relate to.
I hear that.
When you are taking a road trip and you're not driving, right? When y'all get to your destination, you're taking a 45-minute road trip, you're going to dinner. Call it Malibu, you live in L.A. Taking a little trip to go to dinner. Now, after y'all eat the dinner and it's all fine and dandy, y'all get back in the car and they say, hey, bruh, you remember how to get home? I don't remember how because I wasn't driving. So what do they always say? I wasn't paying attention.
Yep.
Because if you're not driving, you already know the dude who's driving the wheel, he's in control. She is in control. You just kind of chilling, going along for the ride. Nobody told Drew Holiday, Connaughton, nobody told Brooke Lopez to just go along for the ride. Because every now and then, when you know you're not driving there, but you have to drive back, say this time they gonna drink so they not gonna drive back, you still sitting there in shotgun, but you're like, okay, we took a right here, took a left there. Assume you know you're going to somewhere where your GPS ain't going to work because y'all obviously looking to be like, well, why don't you just use yourself?
I'm about to say, who these broke ass
like,
friends
you took a right here, we took a left there. Okay, let's take a left on Wilshire. Okay, bet. Nobody said if you're not driving, you can just kick back. That's what athletes do. If you know you're not the go-to, if you know you're not that dude, you have a natural tendency, like we all do in life when we're not behind the wheel, to just kind of kick back and put our feet up. No, when Giannis does return, if these players keep that same energy, the Bucks will be in good hands. But like we all have a natural tendency to do, oh, well, I ain't driving, so I ain't really got to worry about it.
Love that example. The only thing about that example that doesn't apply to this situation is I think before they were paying attention. But they were told as once you get into a real relationship and stop being super single, you'll understand this argument because it's going to happen all the time. Won't you go this way, honey? Here we go. You see that arrow? You see that red line? You see that? You see what Elon Musk is telling me to do? I trust Elon. No, I think this is better. These guys can't even tell who's driving what to do because it's Giannis. When he misses free throws, they got to go to the podium and say, you know what? I mean, it's not on one player. It's not on one play. Meanwhile, when they go back in the locker room, hey, bro, can you make... No, I can't even say that. Oh, let's group text without Giannis. Take Giannis off the group text. Man, he better make them free throws. It's like, that's how the team dynamic works. Their net rating is 8 when he's on the court. It's 1.1 with him off the court. Come on, big dog. All the metrics, you talking about 2-game sample size. How about the regular season? They won more games without Giannis than they did with Giannis in terms of him missing the games. 6-5. I cooked the books a little bit. So what? I cooked the books. I cooked the hell out the books. But look, some would say, I'm going to give you, here's the narrative. I'm going to go back to the old school newspaper headline. Giannis is only in this position because of the big foot of Kevin Durant stepping on the line and the sore foot of Trae Young and missing games. So now he comes back to a team that advanced without him. Mm-hmm. And if this team falls short and he's the 2-time MVP and they look around and say the team performed better without you and your team comes up short and the only reason you advanced is because of some peculiar reasons, trust me, that driver is going to feel all of the weight, all of the issues that come from failure.